How can you identify rare Victorian prints? Imagine holding a piece of history in your hands, something that tells a story from over 100 years ago. Victorian prints are like windows into the past, but how do you know if what you have is truly rare? Let's walk through the steps to spot these special treasures. First, look at the printing technique. Victorian prints were made using several methods. Relief printing, like woodcuts and wood engravings, was common. Woodcuts show bold, primitive lines with white spaces where the wood was carved away. Wood engravings, which used finer tools, have delicate lines and more detail. Intaglio processes like etching and engraving created prints with a plate mark, the small indentation around the image. Lithography, a newer method during this time, produced smooth, detailed images. When examining your print, use a magnifying glass. Check if the ink is raised or if you see a plate mark. Raised ink indicates an intaglio process, while a distinct rectangular indentation shows it was made with an engraving plate. The paper quality also matters. Victorian prints were usually on high-quality, slightly textured paper that ages with brown spots called foxing. Look for signs of age like minor discoloration or small creases. Be cautious if the print looks too perfect or has modern repairs, which could mean it's a reproduction. The margins of the print are important too. Look at the bottom left corner for the artist's name, often followed by Latin abbreviations like Del for Drew or Delt for Engraved. The bottom right corner might have the engraver's name marked with SC for Sculptor. The title of the print is often in the middle of the margin, which helps with research. Check for a copyright date, usually at the bottom, to see when it was made. Limited editions, shown as a fraction like 36/100, are more valuable, especially if it's a small run. The subject matter can also help. Botanical illustrations, landscapes, religious scenes, and historical images were popular. Describing what's in the picture helps identify its type and origin. Finally, consider the condition. Authentic Victorian prints will show age-appropriate signs like foxing, slight fading, or gentle creases. Excessive damage or modern-looking repairs may mean it's a reproduction. Distinguishing an original from a reproduction is key. Originals are often limited in number and created directly by the artist. Reproductions, especially high-quality ones, can be tricky to spot but tend to lack the subtle signs of age and the plate marks of originals. Once you gather these clues, research can confirm your print's authenticity. Use the artist's name, title, and date to look up records or auction catalogs. Knowing these details helps you understand the history and value of your Victorian print. So next time you come across one, remember these steps. They turn a simple piece of paper into a genuine glimpse into the Victorian era.